Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Novellathon reading sprints. I believe it has been a year since we have been doing the Novellathon. We will be having Samantha join us soon. They are having power outages in California due to the fires, and Ava will not be able to join us today. I know that Rachel from Rachel Reads and Sings, she is actually helping. They're having their production of Wicked. So, I mean, Rachel from Rachel Reads and Sings is I wish I could go and see that musical. So I'm not sure if she's going to be joining us today. So you might just have me and Samantha. But I'm happy if you're catching us on the replay. If you come later on, I am here to host reading sprints. And I think this is our second time doing a Halloween edition. So I'm interested in seeing what everybody's been reading. My favorite part of doing this, not only is to celebrate our love of a novella, but to get recommendations. So I want to see what everyone's been reading so I can be easily influenced to pick up something else. But I want to tell you what I've been picking up and what my favorite has been so far. So before we get into it, I think I at least want to do a couple sprints, and we should probably be able to do that because we usually end up talking for like hours. I believe my longest sprint for the Novellathon was maybe like 5 or 6. We might not do that tonight, and it'll be easier to not do so because it's just me for now. So I can guarantee you I will be giving you like 1 or 2 sprints, but I do want to share some of my favorites. Hi, Kamal, that I've read so far because I've actually had a few good ones. For the Love of Frights and Fritters, that was probably like one of my favorite reads so far. Ah! Yay!
Hi.
Samantha! I was just saying I loved For the Love of Frights and Fritters. Like that was probably one of my favorites.
Yes, honestly, I was like genuinely surprised because I hadn't seen anyone talk about it except on your TBR. And then I saw someone or the synopsis said it was like Halloween Town inspired, and I was like, oh yeah, this sounds good. And it was really, really good.
I'm like, it's just was it was so it was such a vibe. It had all the nostalgic
Yes.
Halloween vibes. It's the perfect why it was 5 stars. It's the
Yeah.
perfect. If you don't read anything else, I feel like that's a good novella to just get in, get the Halloween vibes, get the small town cozy, just
Yeah.
like even the fake dating was different because it
Yeah.
has like some angst to it. Like I loved it. There's a bookstore. She has a crush on a werewolf that's a veterinarian. Like it's so good. Like it
The
was so
writing style was so fun and so cozy. It really felt like it was set in Halloween Town without being like cheesy. And I just
yeah,
really, really enjoyed it, and it marks off a lot of, the
prom.
bingo board as well. Cozy, small town, all of that.
And it's hot too. Like it was
Mhm.
spicy. I also love, the epilogue was funny. This isn't necessary, but here we go.
Yes, I loved the dedication too. The dedication was, like, so funny, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna like this book for sure."
It was good. I'm like, this was a highlight for me.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm really
gosh.
happy I read it, and I just read it because of you put it on your TBR, and I was like, "Oh, that cover looks kinda cute. Let me just add it," and then it ended up being my favorite.
And I saw it doom scrolling. Like, who said that doom scrolling doesn't lead to productivity? I have found so many
Exactly.
books.
Exactly.
Okay.
Especially because I feel like Kindle Unlimited, like, it recognizes my style, like, what I like to read, and it
Oh,
clocks me.
thank
It,
you.
like yes.
Because you read, I'm like, "Oh, okay." Because I
Mhm.
read, I cannot. It gave me the cozy vibes, I need.
Yes. Yeah.
Now that I have known warm and yes, I know. Hours for Halloween. Okay, so I need to put that down. Hours for Halloween.
Yeah, let me write that down for sure.
I was just saying that we have our extraordinaire Rachel. She is woe manning the production of Wicked, and I wish I could be there.
I
I wish
know, oh my god, it would be so amazing.
it's just so incredible what she does. Oh my gosh.
Oh, is this Polly? Okay.
Excuse me. I would love to read this. Oh,
That looks amazing.
yes, it does. I might need to read this. Uh, MMF, yes. Oh, this looks really good.
Okay, cool. Gonna add that. It's
Thank
dark
you.
paranormal white shoes. That's fun. I actually just picked up another dark paranormal one. Let me pull it up. I was gonna read it for these reading sprints. Where is it?
Darkly depraved monsters. I like that. I'm down for that. I'm down for a dark paranormal wide choose. Okay.
The one I found is A Monster in the Dark by R.K. Pierce. And this one is a dark paranormal stalker romance. So I was like, you know what? Let me pick that up and see.
I have
Oh,
in here.
and I saw they had a scarecrow one too, Hannah. R.K. Pierce. They have a scarecrow one too.
I remember last time I read Hayseed, that was like, what, like 9 pages? And it was absolutely hilarious. Let's see. I have this sort of like, I think it's gonna be cozy. The Magic of Two Crows Corner. It's like a small town.
Okay.
She doesn't like Halloween at all, and she ends up staying in this, like, Victorian inn, and,
I like that
um
cover.
yeah. She ends up staying in this Victorian inn, and her neighbor is all into Halloween, and it kind of, like, gets her into it. There's a little bit of a romance and a mystery of, like, is there any magic there in the town? I also have the option of reading our buddy read Boo Thing by Rosie.
Oh yeah, that's a
During
good
this
one.
summer. I might have to read that maybe during sprints. And then I have the graphic novel sheets that I always see going around, like, every year. So I'm like, I
Mhm.
don't know what I wanna land on. There's so many. I did like Claus, though. It was the cover that got me with Claus. I mean, she's just absolutely stunning. I have to show you. It gave me, Gillian Graves, like, vibes. What was
Oh, I just
it?
read a Gillian Graves one. I read her The Witch and the Vampire. I think it's like Blood Moon or something.
Like this one. 'Cause the like, where it went, it's, like, from her this is the first in the series, I think the second one's coming out soon, and it's, like,
Okay.
set in a monster hotel series, yet the reason why it gave me Gillian Graves vibes is that it's set in our world, but it's dystopian, and she
Mhm.
doesn't know it's a monster hotel. She just knows that it's a prestigious one, and it's, like, dystopian world, there are labor camps, futuristic, she needs to pay her bills, she has chronic pain but doesn't know why, and she kind of like gets the job through a loophole delivering packages from door to door, and she ends up becoming his admirer, or he ends
Mhm.
up admiring her, tipping her really fat, and then she finds out who she is, who he is. He is a scarred hero, he's an assassin, and then the plot thickens as to like what this hotel really is. We're questing, like it was really good, and I was not expecting like all this stuff. It is good. And there's like nodding, there's all kinds of stuff going on. And yeah, I was like, there's a lot going on here. Like the
Wait,
plot.
he's a vampire?
Mm-mm,
Oh, okay.
he's something else.
Okay. All right. Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to read it.
Yeah, I was like, this is wild. It's good. That's been on my yes,
I
it's
feel like I started that one last time we did the spooky novellathon because I remember her not realizing it's a monster hotel, but then after that, I don't remember anything. So I must have started it and not finished it.
because I will say the hotel's imbued by magic, so
Yeah.
they appear differently. And so
Oh, that's fun. It
figure
gives
out
me like Hotel Transylvania vibes.
I was like, "This is crazy." It was the cover. I mean, come on. So, yeah, I was like, "This is crazy." So now I need to read the second book, and I thought the second book was already out, and it's not, so I'm like, "Okay, I'm hooked."
Yeah,
It was
but
good.
this round of Novellathon for me is really good. I've had mainly 4 and 5 stars.
Me
Like, I
too.
only had 1 3-star so far, and I
Me
still
too.
liked it. It was a Casey Mint novella, and I still liked it, but I really liked most of the novellas I've read.
Me too. I'm like, now I'm just kinda, like, trying to see what is everybody else reading so I can, like,
Mhm.
nab that. I need to nab
Yeah.
it.
I even tried, like, going a little outside my comfort zone. I read a horror novella. It's called Your Shadow Half Remains.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. I was nervous because it's set in, like, a post-apocalyptic, like, pandemic situation, which I normally don't like reading about because I mean, that's depressing. But it was, like, so gothic and, like, filled with hysteria, and it just felt like a fever dream. It was such an interesting read.
That sounds good. I started, kind of in the same vein, Lackamore by S.J. Costello. This is
Okay.
supposed to be kind of like it's atmospheric, like
Uh-huh.
more like literary horror. It
Got
hasn't
it.
been jump scary. It hasn't been anything like that. It's about this medium who gets sent to this like remote isle to do the funeral rites. And she shows up and the person hasn't passed yet. And so I'm just kind of like
Oh.
learning about the island, why she's really been called to show up, even though this person hasn't passed. And it's an interesting world. And so I was like, okay, let me try that. I also have Guillotine by Delilah S. Dawson, who
Mhm.
wrote Bloom, which was a favorite of mine last year. And that was like a sapphic horror. So I'm like,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to like squeeze something in there.
Yeah,
'Cause
I just wanted to be a little something different, and even, like, the Your Shadow Half Remains, I gave it 4 stars. It even had, like, a slight kind of subtle romance because the main character lives in, like, this isolated forest because the pandemic is that if you make human eye contact, like, if you make eye contact with another human, something, like, clicks in your brain that causes you to go, like, murderous and be violent, and then people will end up killing each other. So, like, nobody wants to be around other human beings because 'cause they're, like, terrified of, like, accidentally making eye contact. So she lives completely on her own and has for, like, years until one day someone new ends up, like, moving in next to her, and they are nervous about, like, being around each other, but they're also, like, super lonely. It's a really good read.
oh, I have to try that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I have to try that. Are you talking about Claws? Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
to try. Okay, I'm gonna put it on here.
And then what was another one that I read that I liked? I read one by T. King Fisher. It's a popular one. It's like an Edgar Allan Poe retelling.
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
Have you read Thrum yet?
No,
That one was wild.
that one's good.
It's like it's space. Yeah,
Oh, that gives me anxiety.
it's wild because 'cause you're like, "What is happening?" I don't wanna say I needed a full book, but I could have used, like, another 50 pages. I was like,
Oh, that's fun. Oh, this is the other one I read a couple weeks
"Oh,
ago.
yeah, What Moves the Dead?"
Yeah,
Yes.
What Moves the Dead. That one was so good too.
I love T. Kingfisher. From was wild. And I read Graveyard Shift before the Novellathon. That one was interesting because it's centered around all of these characters and what they have in common. Like they lead different lives, but they all take the same smoke break at the same cemetery. It's like
Okay.
century-old cemetery. Yet this cemetery has like a new, fresh gravesite. And I mean, there hasn't been one in decades since they've been going there, and they find
Oh.
out why, and it happens all over the course of one evening, and it's wild. But that
Fun.
one's
I checked
creepy.
that one off on my library, but it has a wait. The hold is for like forever.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's like the pop need to get on a novella train. Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's okay, you read one.
Exactly. I ended up
Yeah.
rereading novellas, like, it's whatever you wanna do.
Yeah, I think I might even bust out Creepy Court because I haven't gotten through, like, that, like, bind up that they did
Oh,
last.
we read some of it last year, huh?
Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
get some of those, so I might finish that out too.
I think the one I read last year was, like, the Praying Mantis one. That one was so crazy.
I can't. Oh my god.
That was,
You
like, the insertion of the eggs.
Oh, you read that? I've never been the same.
I
Have you know what?
can't.
I'm gonna read Halloween Peen because it covers so many of our prompts. I have to thank April from Happily Ever April for Halloween Peen, and she's gonna be vlogging that, so I can't wait for her vlog. I would like to watch that vlog informed.
That is so funny to me.
Oh my god, what is it? Halloween Peen, a Halloween sentient object romance. I might read that.
We always find crazy novellas,
They're
guys.
so ridiculous. They're so ridiculous, but I love them. I love them. I did like Spooky Level Up. This was like the best friend, my brother's best friend. And
Oh,
I
that's
rated
cool.
this one 3 stars. It was like they met at like a Halloween, like a haunted house. It's
Mhm.
second chance because, you know, they were mutually pining when they were younger, but it's brother's best friend and they don't really recognize each other when they run into each other at the haunted house. But it does kind of skew a little bit heavy when it comes to Charlie, who's a gamer, and he ends up like going through a breakup in the beginning of the book. and how they sort of like take down his ex. Like his ex is the big bad who is like
Oh.
blackmailing him
Mhm.
by like releasing like naughty photos, and like it goes down kind of that track, but it is like it was really cute and sweet, and
It sounds good.
yeah, so I had a good time with it. I'm
You
all over the place.
cried?
Novellas. The first one I hate read. The second one I cried. Oh my gosh. I feel you.
Which
Well, I
one made you cry? I wanna know
yeah,
which one made you cry.
what made you cry? I had to like get on it with When You Give a Lawyer a Kiss. I started with that one because I meant to read it, and that one was good.
I think I saw it on Christy's Instagram. She was posting a picture on it, and I was like, "Oh, Christy liked it. I'm gonna read it."
It's very good. Was seeing it going around, or like this author going around for Christmas last year.
Mhm.
I just never picked it up, but
Mm.
like cry in a good way.
Yeah, like, I wanna know what novella made you cry, made you emotional.
I know. Oh my gosh, I'm so torn. I don't know if I want
Hold
to
on, let
read.
me pull out my Kindle and decide. I was gonna read Spookily Yours by Jennifer Chipman.
I have that too.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want that because I already read a cozy novella, you know?
Exactly. I have Stitches too, which was like that Nightmare Before Christmas, like inspired one. But I might
Oh,
save that.
yeah, I love that cover. Oh, did you like The Vampire Romance by Nikki what's her name?
Let's
It
see.
it was a vampire one on your TBR.
Taste. Let me see.
By Nikki Clark? Is that her name?
Oh, I haven't read that yet. Let me
Oh,
see.
okay, okay, okay.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You did like it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because at first, that was my first read. And I was like, "Oh, yes, highly recommend."
Okay.
Because I was like, "Oh, this is just gonna be like a romp," and then you get into it and you're like, "Oh, the way that the vampire lore is like different."
Ooh, interesting. Fun.
Yeah, highly recommend Taste.
There's another one that was on my TBR. Let me see if I can find it because the cover is so cute. It's this one. It's called Man Eater.
I have that too. I think from Stuff
Yeah.
My Kindle Day.
I think it's a Regency or it's like a period book. Hold on, let me check.
I might read that actually. There's also a really fun monster one by Bryn Weaver, who wrote Butcher and Blackbird. It's like she came to kill him because it's called Exterminatrix. I love it. It's really short. You could read
I
it during
remember
this time.
that
That's what I'm in the live show.
Here.
Thank you.
She's
She
like,
came in like singing. She busted the door open.
My bad. I didn't even.
Is the pizza ready?
No, we got like 20 minutes.
Okay, bring it to me when it's ready.
Let me see if I
She
can-
brought me a cookie though.
Aw, that's love. Let me see if I can find Man Eater.
Oh yeah, the Man Eater one. Oh no, it's 1980s. I don't know why I thought it was like Regency, but it is poly. 2 guys, 1 girl.
Let me see. Exterminatrix. Yeah, he's a monster, and humans have called her in to exterminate him because it's set in a human world. They know about monsters, but he's like held up underneath their barn, and she's an exterminator. And like he's a virgin hero, and she's supposed to be coming to kill him, but it's their romance. It's so funny. It's short.
I love a virgin hero trope. I didn't know she had novellas.
I know. I was like going through her backlist after reading Black Sheep when she was it was a co-author work, and so I was like going through her backlist. I wanted to read everything, and I found that was a funny one. I was like, this is fun. I swear I have Man Eater. It's probably buried in here. This is like a few Stuff My Kindles ago. I have got to go through these.
Yeah. So I have quite a few on my Kindle ready to go. Don't know what I'm gonna read. I feel like I'm not in the mood for a cozy one. I think I need something like a little darker.
I need some grit, some bite. I'll probably land on something. But
Yeah.
how are we feeling on the length of the sprint?
I don't have anything planned, so whatever you want.
Me too. I love April too. I was like, I love when I just send her like random things. Like, have you read this? Have you She's like
Oh my god, I just noticed the little ghosts in the background. Oh my god, they're so cute on your shelves.
Oh yeah, I didn't get them. Dude, I thought they
I
were
love
Dollar
it.
Tree. I want to try to make them now
I
because
love
now
it.
I can like see what they used. I want to try to make them. Thank you.
Very
I
nice.
tried. I was trying to keep up this holiday season. I'm thinking
Like a 30-minute sprint or
yeah, I
yeah,
got that prepped.
cool.
Let's
30
do
minutes.
it. Let's do it. Let's see. I shall mute and we will be back.
Yes. Bye. All right. What'd you end up reading?
I ended up reading another Lee Jacques. I never know how to say her name. Jacques.
I know. Okay, but yes, I know who you're talking about. We read her Valentine's Day book.
Hollows Grove.
Ooh,
I didn't read the Halloween one. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to be like in front of Caitlin in less than a week. Let me pull this out. Let me pull this out and read it. So I started the
Is
best.
that one of Brother's Best Friend trope? Okay.
I guess like he's been teasing her all along, secretly pining, and they're putting together this like murder mystery party at this like creepy estate. So I like it so far.
Fun. I started reading Spookily Yours and I got to chapter 4. It's good. Our heroine is a witch and she's like looking for a familiar because her familiar passed away. So she ends up meeting like a black cat who actually is like a demon who was cursed into like this cat form. So she's trying to figure out how to turn him back to like a man.
That sounds cute.
Yeah. It's really cozy, very similar to the vibes of the Fritters For the Love of Frights and Fritters. It kind of gives like Halloween Town vibes.
I need to finish that probably by the end of this because if I don't finish it by the end of the month, I'm not going to get it read. And I've had it sitting there on my Kindle. It looks really cute. Let me see.
It is really cute. It's just over 200 pages, but I mean, the author lists it as a novella, so I'm just going to count it as a novella.
Counts. I also have the Mariana Vivenco's Coven series that I need to start.
Oh my god, don't tell me that. That would be the one I'd be like, screw everything else. I love that series.
I have that sitting here. I need to read that. I really liked Girl, You Hit with Halo by E.M. Lindsay. That book was so good. That book was so good. I'm like, how many? No, this is way over. That's way over. Like, that's
yeah,
over.
I think that's like 300-400 pages, but that one's a good one by E.M. Lindsay. Yeah.
That was such a good book. I'm like, this is everything.
Because, I mean, the premise you think like, oh, okay, this is a really steamy book, right? Because the hero, for you guys, the hero is a sex worker and it's a male-male romance. And our other hero is about to get married and realizes that his fiance cheated on him with his best friend. He has, what is his disability? Do you know? I can't remember.
It's cerebral palsy, I believe.
Okay, yeah. So he has a disability and a lot of his friends are very like, they're awful. They treat him terrible. So he decides he's going to go on his honeymoon like by himself and still have a good time. And he like books a ride share to go to a hockey game and he gets into the wrong car. He gets into the car of our hero who thinks that like that's his John for the night. That's his hookup for the night. It's so good. It's so good.
And then he ends up going along with it anyway and like just trying to like make the best of the experience. And it's like, it's so good.
And it starts off really steamy, but it actually is such a sweet romance. Like, so sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah. So very good one.
I'm like, this is top tier. I cannot wait to read more. I'm like, oh, I need to read more.
Yeah, I picked that one up because I had read an E.M. Lindsay book. She co-wrote 2 books with Marina Vivancos. It's like a hockey romance. The 2 of them wrote it together, and I was like, oh, I really like this. Let me like read one of her standalones.
Oh, I need to read what they co-authored because that was good. I'm like, this is everything. Okay, I need to read it. I need to read it more, but still both are similar. Okay, I need to read it. So it's that. I got to get our buddy read in. I could get 3 more in for sure.
Yeah. Spookily Yours is very similar, same vibes, but I feel like it's a little sweeter. I feel like Frights and Fritters was a little more steamy, so far at least.
Yeah, there has like this, I don't want to say it's darker. It's just got more of like a, I don't know. There's all kinds of like a zombie. There's all kinds of like different like creatures, a little angstier too. Like I love the big dating in it. It's so good.
It was a good one for sure.
I think that's still like my favorite that I've read. I'm so
Me
happy.
too, and our buddy pick. I really liked our buddy pick.
Okay, yeah. I can't wait for us to discuss.
Oh, that one is so sexy. The hero in that book. Oh, I love him so much.
And he's like younger.
He's younger than her. I think maybe there's a 5-year age gap.
See, yeah.
Like, he's obsessed with her, like, absolutely obsessed, like, he's like, "I will worship the ground you walk on,"
Oh
type
my
of
god, I love
yeah.
it.
Mhm. Oh, it's so good. That
Yeah, I
one's such
like
a good
that.
one.
'Cause right now, I'm at the age where I'm like, "What? Why are you in my face, little boy? Can I"
No, he treats her right. Oh, he's amazing. I love him.
Oh my god. Halloween, boo. She just gets it, Rosie Adams. I think
I
my
haven't read a single novella by her that I haven't liked. Everything I've read by her has been a hit. Yeah.
I think my favorite or the first one that I read by her, was it, like, For the Fans? Like, it was Friends to Lovers. I think they were doing it wasn't, like, OnlyFans, but it was, like, something like that.
I can't remember.
Was that Be Love? I
It
have
might
to
have been Be-Love.
was that Be Love?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know Nyla K has one called For the Fans, but that's a full-length novel.
Oh, no, that one, that's top tier. I
Yeah, that
had to
one's a
look
good
it
one.
up, but it's like I think I found Reelsy Ad then I had to have found Reelsy Adams through that one because I was, like,
Mm,
friends with lovers, and they were, like, on camera together, and then through that, I found Reelsy because, like,
I see, I
I
see.
haven't read one that I haven't liked.
Yeah, she has a bunch of really good ones.
They're just top tier.
They are. But yeah, I'm excited to chat about that one on Sunday.
Sunday at let's see, what time is it? Let me check. The final live show, and we'll be doing I'm gonna be spinning for the giveaway. So if you do get a blackout, you can do double squares too if you end up like reading 2 books by one of the prompts.
For sure.
Go ahead and double it up. 2 p.m. PST on Samantha's channel.
Yep. We're gonna be talking about Boo Thang by Risley Adams, and we will also, like she said, announce the the winner for the bingo board.
So that
Mhm.
and
It
it'll be
will be
international.
fun. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do what? This one, I'm gonna try to do Spookly Yours and definitely the buddy read.
I need to finish Strictly Yours, and then I was listening to the audiobook Her Vigilante by Lillian Lark.
I've read that, the serial killer detective one.
Mhm,
There's
mhm.
a sexy quote in that one that I really enjoyed where she talks about, like, submission.
Mm.
Yeah, I read
Yeah,
that.
so I have the audiobook for that one. It's only 4 hours, so I might listen to it while I'm working tomorrow. So hopefully I'll read 2 more novellas.
That'd be good. I need to finish Love Spell as well. Every single
The
time
graphic
I make
novel?
yeah, I keep making a little bit, like, further along in it. I need to finish it, so I need to do that.
You just
I
need to read a bunch of graphic novels. You need to read that one. I feel like you would like Fangs by Sarah Anderson. That
Oh, I
one's
love
also
that.
really good.
That was good. That
Yeah.
was cute. That was
Uh-huh. So cute. I love the graphics. I need to read more graphic novels for sure.
Have you read Pumpkinheads?
I have. I have.
Okay, I wanna
Yeah.
read Pumpkinheads, and then Ghost, I think that's sapphic. That's centered around, like, coffee, and it's a ghost romance.
I haven't read that one.
Graphic
I
novel.
know my sister read Sheets, I think, off of your recommendation.
Shit,
Yeah.
I wanna finish that graphic novel. I haven't finished it. I have to find it, and I'm gonna post it because I know I was gonna read it last year, and I know it's like a ghost romance where it's centered around, like, a barista, and she ends up getting her to go on, like, a quest, and
Uh-huh.
sapphic.
I don't know which
And
one.
because this year, of course, Ghost Roast is coming up. With this year, Ghost I do wanna read that too. Ghost Roast
Mm.
is coming up because that's, like, the new one, but I have to find it. I have it on a list. I have so many Amazon lists. It's gotta
Me
be.
too. Literally me too. Oh my god. Did you see the cover for Kimberly Lemming's new romance?
It's so good. That's coming out in January. I have been
Yes.
on it
Look
because
at that. Oh my gosh.
Ruby Dixon and I saw it in threads. Ruby Dixon read an arc and was like,
Mhm.
"This is it," and I'm like, "Oh, this covers everything. Look at it."
I love it so much. Have you read the Dinosaur Shifter romance by Max Maddox?
No. Oh, no,
Oh,
no. I've read the first, I haven't read Sink or Swim.
you need to. That one's even better.
Okay, yeah, I need to read the second. I've read the first one. I need
That
to
one
like
is even better, you guys. This
really.
right here is a novella. It's dinosaur shifters, male romances. Amazing. Like literally so hilarious, so good. So good.
I need to like read the trilogy and binge it because I want to reread Do Sink or Swim, and then isn't there a third one?
Yeah, I think there's 4 because there's a Christmas one too. I think there was like
What?
a bonus Christmas one. Yeah, I think the last one is the Christmas one.
Okay, yeah, I have to get back into it because it's perfect
Mhm.
time for that right now,
Yes.
and they're funny too.
Yeah, they're really funny and they're really sweet, and I love those novellas so much.
Wait, let me see. Cursed Entry. I have so many books in here. I have to niche it down.
I know, I need to really organize my Kindle for sure. And now, oh my gosh, I'm so tempted to buy the Color Soft Kindle, but I'm resisting. I am resisting.
I saw that first Kindle and I was like, ooh, and then I saw the price and I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm
So
okay.
okay, so there's the like I think it's called the Books Palma, and that's like $200, which is crazy. But what a lot of people are doing with the purse Kindles, they're just getting this MP3 player that's like $40, and you can download the Kindle app, and that's how they're reading it, and it's the same size. So it's funny because I had posted on TikTok like, you don't need the purse Kindle, nobody needs it, like why, blah blah blah, talking shit basically. And the comments literally like were like, no, actually, this is a good thing. And I was like, oh, okay. And I ended up buying it. The whole point was like me saying I was not going to get it. And then they sold it to me. And then because they were pointing it out, they were like, well, like if you think about it, like if you're listening to audiobooks, your phone battery dies a lot. So you treat it like an MP3 player. It's just something separate. You listen to music, you listen to your audiobooks, and it's just a different device. And I was like, actually, that would save a lot of storage on my phone.
Actually, you're selling me on that right now because I
Yeah.
listen to a lot of audiobooks and I read a lot of ebooks.
And people are saying it doesn't have like the e-technology that like doesn't strain your eyes. It's like reading from your phone, but I'm like, I read on my phone all the time and I don't have any issues.
Wait. Let me just. So, what are they doing? They're getting.
I will send you the link. It's a $40 MP3 player on Amazon. And they're downloading like Libby, Spotify, Hoopla, and the Kindle app, and that's how they're reading their books. And it's in color. It's in color too.
So it's literally like how I'm using my phone to like read and get everything. It's just not on my phone.
Not on your phone, so it won't take up as much storage, and you're not draining your battery.
I'm also not getting distracted.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, because it's not a phone. You can't text with it.
Shut
I'll send you the link. I don't have it yet. It's supposed to come next week, but I'll send you the link. And it was so hilarious because my younger sister, she's 13, and she like her phone storage is constantly gone because she takes 1,000 pictures. So I was telling her about it, thinking it was like a good idea, and I was like, it's like an MP3 player or an iPod, and she's like, what is that? And I was like, oh my
god, that's so true.
Yeah. Yeah, but I got it for her too, so we'll see how it ends up working out.
You're giving me ideas.
I'll send it to you.
We're like
But I'm not getting the color Kindle because that's ridiculous.
I feel like they're not gonna watch this far in. Cause okay, it's like we're an hour and 5 minutes in. They probably won't scrub this far because it's Caitlin's birthday coming up. Okay, when she's coming out here, it's Zay's birthday coming up.
Those are good gifts. I'll send you the TikTok link because it looks really cute.
Okay.
It looks super, super cute. But yeah, I decided to get that instead of like a new Kindle because I have the Oasis, the Paperwhite, and the Scribe. So I was like, oh,
I know. Okay, then can you just give us a little? You gotta give us a little video.
Yeah, when I get it. It comes next week.
Oh my god, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to. That actually makes sense because I'm doing a lot on this one phone, and it's taking up all my battery.
Yeah, and your storage too.
One more thing, I have got to stop.
I know. At this point, I'm like, actually, let me not sell this anymore.
It's so bad. That's why I was like, no, we're done. Because I was getting to buy stitches, and I'm like, no, what you're gonna do is swivel this chair on over here to this physical book and pull this out and read right here. That's what I made myself do. And I'm like, this is actually really like cute. It's kind of sexy because he realizes like when he scares her that she's actually kind of into it. And like, but the sister's always like, coming in. So we shall see.
You got that edition at Vegas signing last year, huh?
Caitlin got me this edition.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
it's
I need to
wonderful.
read this. It's the holiday season. Like, I need to read it before the holidays out. And then I've read the Christmas one. So I'm like, it's time for me to read the
Yeah,
holiday one.
that's a beautiful edition. It's so funny because I have Spookly Yours. I have the physical copy too, but I still read it on my Kindle.
Well, yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
reading it I in all forms, wherever, however I could get it.
Exactly.
I like my Kindle. I do. I was reading on the iPad, which I'll probably read sheets on there because that's perfect. Like it's a graphic novel and I don't have the physical copy, so it's perfect for that. But
Oh yeah, I read on my iPad mini too sometimes if I want to read like a graphic novel or like a Sophie Lark book that has like illustrations.
exactly.
Yeah.
All my Sophies. And I love how all the covers have changed now. I'm like,
I know. And that's the only thing I'm probably not going to end up getting the color Kindle either is because I can read it on my iPad and the iPad has the continuous scrolling. Kindle still don't have that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just stick with my iPad mini.
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
love it, especially for her books. I'm gonna get the new obviously Monarch, but I need to get Grimstone. I want to get the new one because
The sprayed edges. Yeah.
and just
I don't
like
have it either.
illustrations throughout. I don't have that one.
Yeah, I don't have it either. I have a couple copies of Grimstone, but I need to get Monarch.
Oh, good to know.
Mhm. I have the Kingmakers though. I got that one in PR.
Yeah, I need to get those because I didn't know. I was like, are there illustrations throughout the whole book? And people tell me
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
stunning.
I know. I love her books.
I need to stop because I was like, oh, I'm not bringing that much, but then I keep thinking like, oh, I need to get this and I need to get that, and it feels like I need to get.
Yeah. For the signing, I mean, you live there, so it's not like you have to like fly with all the books, you know?
Exactly. So I'm gonna check it out. So Monarch, yeah, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna get
Ugh,
that.
I wish I was going to that signing so bad.
I know. It's
Ugh.
kind of wild that I'm not gonna see you.
I know, it's so crazy. I normally go to that signing, but
I don't
I
like
can't.
it.
Couldn't get the days off work, sadly.
That's okay.
Yeah, but it's
It's
fine.
okay.
Did you want to do another reading sprint? One
Yeah,
more?
one
Okay.
more. We
Okay.
thinking 30 again?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, let me see. Let me set it up. I do like this fireplace. I think it's fitting.
Yes, I like it too.
I promised to mute myself because I was already making faces. He's just doing the most for her
I
attention.
know. I was eating while I was reading. I was like, sorry, I have to eat right now. I'm hungry.
Right? Okay, 30. We'll be back.
We'll be back. I noticed that the time came off and I was like, I hope it's still counting. Imagine just going here for like 2 hours.
I was like, oops. I'm so glad that it was still going because I'm like, I know I started it. I'm like, let me
I
just.
saw it and then it came off.
Oh, okay.
It was there when you first started it. It was there.
Oh, I must have like hit it or
Yeah.
something. Probably knowing me.
But it was fun. I read another chapter or two. I was editing some TikToks, but I read another chapter or two of Spookly Yours. It's cute. It's a really cute book.
Okay, I'm definitely reading it. This is like amping up.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah, like they're moving through this murder mystery party, and of course they're paired together. I'm like, this is getting out of hand. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? Yeah,
He
it's trying
writes
to
really
heat up.
good novellas.
I know. Gosh, I wonder if I don't think because the Mother's Day one happened after this bind up. I think it was published after this one.
I don't think I've read the Mother's Day one. I've read the St. Patrick's Day one. That one's really good.
Yeah,
That one has a primal kink in it, and it's so good.
The 4-leaf clover type.
Yeah.
Because the Mother's Day one has like all that breeding. She started doing breeding stuff.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I need to read that one.
I'm like, okay, girl.
You
But
know who else does a lot of holiday ones is Daniel Allen. And when I mean a lot of holiday ones, she has like a Groundhog's Day one, a Juneteenth one, like every holiday you could think of, she has one for it.
She's Juneteenth. I need that.
Yeah,
I need
Daniel
that.
Allen.
Oh yes, sign me up. What?
She's great.
I'm logging that.
Yeah, it's like a series where basically the premise is that there's like a reporter or an interviewer who is writing like a column. I'm sorry, my dog like really wants to be with me. Who's writing like a column on how people like meet each other, like a bunch of different meet cutes during the holidays. And she has every holiday, like Labor Day, Juneteenth, Groundhog's Day.
Oh, I have to. I have to try it. I have to get Halloween then.
But yeah, this was fun.
It was. I'm checking her. I'm checking it out. I have to do Halloween too. I'm gonna squeeze them in there.
Yes.
I have until Sunday. I will be in formation. I gotta get our group pick done too.
It's a quick read. I think it's less than 100 pages.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. I can get that in. So I'm gonna try to get Spookly Yours done, what I'm reading now done, group pick, and maybe something else. Maybe something like outside the genre of romance. I shall try. I've started a few things.
I love it. But yeah, for anyone who's still here, we will have another live show on Sunday on my channel. We'll talk about our buddy pick and all the books that we read for the Novellathon.
Yes, and we will be having some giveaway winners. So please join us. Thank you for joining us today, especially if you're catching us on the replay.
Of course. We're so glad to have you guys. Thanks for joining the novella as always.
Bye.